You know, you mentioned bullying. I mean, we hear a lot about that in the news and in the media. How does the police, how do they work with young people in that regard?
We have very specific programs that focus in on cyberbullying and anti-bullying campaigns. There's been some new legislation that has just been introduced that will assist with the cyberbullying. And I think that, you know, when we look at, and I'm not aging you at all, but I look at our generation, if we could put it that way, look at bullying occurred in the schoolyard. And it was witnessed by many people, or several people, in the schoolyard, and it was usually a comment thrown back and forth. When you look to society today and all the many avenues of bullying, it occurs, yes, it still occurs in the schoolyard, it still may occur in the classroom, it still may occur at a recreational program or somewhere where people should feel comfortable. But now it's escalated to the area of cyberbullying. And there aren't just a few witnesses. There can be thousands and thousands of witnesses to one act of bullying over the intranet, whether it's through other social media facets, and that stays forever, and it is impacting our youth, and all of us need to be responsible for protecting our youth in those circumstances. So yes, there's that prevention piece that the police play, there's the enforcement piece that the police play in ensuring that our victims are safe, and that individuals are held accountable for some very life-altering offensive behavior. When I look at the police service, and I have already spoken about the 3 E's, engagement, education, and enforcement, we work directly with the youth in our community and their families, but we also work with the agencies that work with youth. And I think that individually, agencies, governments, police services across the province are doing things very good in their individual silos, but now is the time that we all need to come together and work together to ensure that we have the joint resources available, that we have the joint programs, because things cannot be done in silos just because of the fiscal restraints that all the individual agencies and government responsibilities and police services are doing. So there is that joint response to what's happening with the youth, and we definitely have to engage the youth. So we can't do all of this work without the youth contributing and being part of the solution. Because if they're not part of this solution, they don't feel empowered and they want to be part of the community. And that's the key to the success too, that they're part of the community. Just as a police service, as Barrie, we aren't in the community, we are part of the community.
But you know, I agree with you 100%. The work that we've been doing, and there is a group, and I think here in Barrie that has been working on this whole youth engagement piece, and certainly the young people have told us. I think we've got to remember this now. I think it's nothing for us without us is sort of the credo.